Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today we are driving the brand new Fiat Grande Panda 2025 model, the full electric version. It's pretty windy outside, so I will go inside the car. So we will start inside the car, although I will add some images so you can see a little bit better the car, because if I start the video outside, because of the super windy, you probably can't hear me so well. But right now I can add some images as we talk, so you can see also how the car looks from the exterior. By the way, this is the key of the car. It's basically a classic key, and it's one of the unique car that you have to start it like a basic old school let's say internal combustion engines, and then you press the brake, rotate the key, and right now the car is started. But anyway, in this video we will drive this Grande Panda. I have with me the full electric version. They offer also a full hybrid version, which is very interesting. I will talk about that probably in another video. I hope I can get that hybrid version as well, so we can talk a little bit more about it. But it's all about electric version, and in this video we will drive it. I will give you all the feedback, how it's on the road, suspension, visibility, comfort, everything about the car in this video. Also I will give you some technical data, but I will have a separate video on my channel if you want to see the full review, interior, exterior, material quality, multimedia, space, everything about the car. We will talk in the review video. I recommend you to check out that video as well, because I can give you more information there. Anyway, beautiful layout. I really like the interior. I really like the fact that all this, even though it's a plastic around here on the doors and even here, you can see they painted in blue. And I always said in my video, this plastic painted in other colors, you know, like blue, like white inside here, all those are recycled materials, by the way. So this car is also built to be sustainable and eco-friendly, but also it looks so good. It looks so good and so special, man. I really like it. I really enjoy it. Also here this is made 30% fiber from bamboo, which is crazy, and you have some storage space here, which is pretty big, and I like that. I like the design, I like the idea, I like the fact that you have some extra space here. I like that you still have a huge glove box, physical button, everything it's arrayed perfectly. Even the steering wheel, it's in this eco-friendly leather, I can call it. And the seats are incredible, because this Grande Panda, it's in the same group Stellantis as Citroën. They kind of stole this idea of little extra foam around here, and the seats are phenomenal. They're super comfortable. You have some textile material, and by the way, this is La Prima version, is the top of the range version. They offer also in another entry-level version, red they call it. It has 16-inch rims. This one have 17-inch rims with alloy wheels. It looks much better. The other ones are a little bit more efficient. It's also a little bit lighter, but man, I love those seats. I like it. I enjoy it so much staying on those seats. I like the fact that you have an armrest, that you can adjust it here, some storage space. This is super convenient. It comes with, of course, automatic transmission. Basically it's one speed for electric cars. And here is the stalk from where you can go in drive, reverse, and you have this C here. You're probably wondering, what is this C? This C comes from comfort. When you press it, you have less recuperation. So when you drive in D, normally the car have a little bit more recuperation when you release the acceleration, because it's an electric car, have some recuperation. And when you put it in C, the car have less recuperation. So it's in reverse with what other car offer. Really interesting. And then you have electronic handbrake. The car doesn't come with auto hold function. That's something to keep in mind. I like the fact that here you can wireless charge your phone. You have also two physical buttons here to deactivate the speed limit warning. You can press it, hold it, and then you deactivate it. You have lane keeping assist. I will show you when we will go on the highway, and also in the city we will drive. I'll explain you. 12-volt port, USB-C, and I like the fact that all these climatic system controllers are physical button, easy to control, easy to set up from here. Also the vents feel quite good. Very well placement for the screens, digital screen, also the cockpit, even though you cannot customize it too much. And another thing that I noticed is the fact that for the moment you cannot see the consumption. They probably have to come with a software upgrade, so we can see also the consumption, but for the moment we cannot see it. I will give you the numbers, but yeah, I cannot test it, if I can say like that. But otherwise the multimedia work quite fast. You have also navigation system which work extremely quick, and what I like very much about the car is the fact that Not only that, look at this, the navigation is super quick, but also the fact that you have a lot of point of interest. So if you go to search, if you go to charging stations, you have all the charging stations right here around you. So if you press one, you can see how fast it's loading, and it's boom, just like that, super quick. I love it. I love the navigation. I love the layout. I love the interior. It's so special. It's really interesting. Let me put the seatbelt. Visibility around the car, it's great. I love that the fact that you sit a little bit higher. It has 16 centimeters, the ground clearance. The car sits quite high. Good visibility in the mirrors, around the windows. It doesn't come with blind spot technology. This is kind of sad. But overall, you have a good visibility around the car. It comes with some safety features, which I will explain you as we go in the video. But it doesn't have adaptive cruise control. It has just a simple cruise control, and it doesn't have blind spot technology, but otherwise it has emergency brake and some other safety features. Plus it has a reverse camera. If you go in reverse, you see those active lines. I will show you when we will park it, and then you press this park. By the way, let me give you the price. The price of the car, at least here in Bucharest in Romania, it's around 29,586 euro for the top of the range version, La Prima version, with all the options. It has also the charging and also the color, and otherwise, yeah, this is the price. But you can get it as around 25,000, the red version, if you want to go for the cheaper version. The good part with this car, it has the 44 kilowatt hour battery. It's an LFP battery. That means it's much more safer, it's much more cheaper to change, to replace, and also to build. It has much more cycles, charge, discharge, up to 3,500. So this battery will last very much longer than the NMC battery, and also it's also more safe. Now we will talk about it in the review video. Otherwise, it's a front wheel drive, one electric motor installed on the front, 113 horsepower, 122 Newton meter. Also, range of the car 320 kilometer VLTP, consumption around 16.8 kilowatt hour, top speed 132 kilometer, 0 to 100 in 11 seconds. Also, the weight of the car 1,479 kilograms. And other than that, all other information we will talk in the review video. Let's drive it and I will give you more info as we go. Put it in drive and then start driving. You don't have to turn off the electric handbrake because it goes automatically. What this car impressed me the most when you start driving it is the fact that it's extremely light. The steering wheel, it's very assisted, so it's, look at it, it's crazy light. So I think for the city it's incredible. So you can turn it also in small spaces like that, turning circle 10.5 meters. It's crazy, and I think all the people that enjoy light steering wheel and easy to drive cars, they will love this Grande Panda. I think it's phenomenal, and the fact that it's a kind of compact, small, but in the same time you sit higher and you have good visibility around the car. This is a big plus, and this is something that many people look for. And to be honest, in the last period of time, I drive so many cars, and right now I have the Model S. You probably know I have the Model S, and right now, to be honest, after driving Model S, that's a little bit bigger, it's fantastic for long trips, but for the city it's not so fun, it's not so easy, not so agile to turn, to park, to so on. And then, you know what, I start enjoying driving small cars in the city. I don't know why. I start to appreciate the practicality. I start to appreciate that, and I start to learn that every single car or size, it's really fit for something, and it's really a big deal. Even if you have a super powerful car, incredible car, big, spacious, whatever, in the city, and even if you have huge range, in the city it doesn't matter. You really want to be light, you really want to be easy to drive, you really want to have a good visibility, good comfort, good economy. And this Grande Panda, it's one of that car that I really enjoy it. Now, it doesn't have auto hold, so you have to press the brake while you're staying at the traffic lights, but it's not a big deal. Otherwise, what else I want to tell you about the car? So, visibility is good. You see all the informations around here. You can see the battery 76% right now, 230 kilometers, up to 320 kilometers is the range of the car. yeah, I don't know, I feel good here. You can extend also this armrest. Everything is exactly where it's supposed to be placed, so you can adjust it very easy. From here you adjust the cruise control. I will show you in a second. You will go to assist. You can also limit the speed, but if you can also set the cruise control, and the car will kind of, yeah, keep the speed for you, but it doesn't have that adaptive cruise control, that brake and keep the distance between the car in front. Otherwise, to be honest, it's pretty nimble. Up to 70 km/h. It's drive pretty quick, so you feel like you have more than enough power. You can cross pass other cars without any problem. Also, I noticed that they set up the car very well. So usually electric cars with front wheel drive, because it has so much kind of power, it's kind of tend to slip in the beginning when you accelerate harder. But this one, this Grande Panda, they set up so well that of course 0 to 100 is not so fast, but it's also not slippery. You don't feel like you lose control. It's growing the speed really slowly and nice, which I appreciate that, because you wanna know and you wanna feel like you're under control. But if you need that quick speed, you have it, and you go around so easy around the corners. Very good visibility around the windows. Perfect. I mean, very compact, very nice to drive. Now you can activate from here cruise control. You can see right now with green, set it to, let's say, 80 km/h, and then the car is just keeping the speed. It's not going to accelerate, brake, keep the distance, so on. It's just holding the speed. If you go outside the lanes, it has a safety feature that push you back between the lanes. You see that? It's kind of bouncing around. So it's not like lane keeping assist. It's just, look at this. You go right, it's just warn you and push you back between the lanes. So you have this safety, but you don't have the lane keeping assist like an autopilot, if that makes sense. I will deactivate this cruise control because we don't need it. I just want to prove you how it works. Now, another thing that I noticed is like driving on the highway. I was expect, you know, it's a pretty small compact car. I was expect to not be so comfortable, like not stable, not comfortable, but not so stable at high speed. Comfortable it is, it's fantastic. And I was expect maybe at high speed is not so comfy, but I was wrong. I mean, driving even at higher speeds, the car feels stable, probably because it's an electric car and it has the battery and it's a little bit heavier, of course, and it has a lower center of gravity. I'm not sure, but it feels stable. You can see right now we are driving almost 120 and it feels like you feel like you can trust the car. You feel like you can you feel like the car knows what it's doing. It stays really well on the road, so that's something that I appreciate. In terms of sound insulation, is decent. They can improve it more, of course, but up to 100 km/h, I would say 110, 120, it's just fine. Even though the car is limited to 130 km/h, it's built to drive mostly in the city. It's still decent, and I think it's still pretty fine. I was expect to be a little bit worser, but it's decent. It's quite good. It's also windy today, so we hear a little bit of more wind today than yesterday, and I drive it also yesterday around here. But the thing is that you hear also a little bit noise from the road, but also here the road is really bad. In this area you hear noise from all the cars. Surprisingly is that I drive 100 and I still feel like I have more power to go, which is important. You don't have many driving modes to choose from like you have in other cars. You have just this C. If you press the C mode, when you release the acceleration, you can see the car, it's rolling a little bit more. So it's still recuperating the energy. It's not like rolling completely, but it's recuperating less. If you deactivate and you're driving in D mode and you release it, the regenerative brake is much more powerful. So that's the role of this C button around here. otherwise very pleasant, good grip on the steering wheel, pretty good visibility also in the navigation and around the car. So yeah, there are a few things that I wish to have on the car. The software update with the consumption information, I wish to have it there, which is not. The other thing that I wish to have, it's an auto hold function. Maybe that would be a little bit helpful. Not big deal, I can get around it very easy. And another thing that I wish to have on this car, because it's an electric car and I always say that in my videos, I want to have this. You see the recuperation, it's more than enough if you anticipate well the traffic. And right here you see I didn't even use the brake, so it's great. But will be amazing if on the car will be some kind of one pedal drive where the car go to a completely stop. So or if it's not one pedal drive, just to make this, you see right now I release the acceleration and it's still kind of rolling, or they should make this recuperation a little bit stronger. So when you put it in C, to be less recuperation, but when you leave it in D, for example, right, to have a little bit stronger recuperation. So for the city it's much more useful to be a little bit stronger, so you don't feel the need to press the brake. So that's all. I mean, it's just a setting that can probably they can improve or change through a software upgrade or something like that. But otherwise it's a very nice, agile, easy to drive car, pleasant to drive. And surprisingly, what I didn't expect, it's that even at higher speed on the highway it feels pleasant to drive. And I didn't expect that, because I know how it goes with those compact electric cars. And look at this, it's so pleasant, so agile. And it's, look, press the acceleration, I have the acceleration to the floor, and it doesn't slip, doesn't lose grip, doesn't lose control like I felt in other cars, which is great. It's set up really good. So yeah, I like it. Overall it's a pleasant car to drive. Of course it has a few things that can be improved, but overall I think it's a great build. And the big plus of this car is the battery, the 44 kilowatt hour battery, lithium LFP battery, because the battery it's much more safer. It's running at a stable voltage, and that's important for the longevity of the battery. It's also hold charging at 100%, so it's recommended to charge this battery at 100% to recalculate the range. And that's another plus. So you can see driving around here, man, it feels really stable. If you want to pass, look at this. Even at this speed, you can pass other cars. No problem. I feel like I have more than enough power. Wow. It's so stable. I can't believe. I really can't believe at this kind of speed, the car, it sits so well on the road. It's incredible. It's really fine. That was something that I tested yesterday, but that was something that I didn't expect before I started to test the car. So yeah, I would say great platform, great job. And also the car is built on the same platform as Opel Frontera, the new one, and Citroën C3, EC3. So it's that platform that's flexible, modular, which they can install also hybrid systems on it. But yeah, quite fine. the fact that they installed this LFP battery, the car should be also reliable in time. Even though they have a pretty extended warranty to the battery and motor, I think you should be fine. We go in the city a little bit now. Man, it's so pleasant driving at 50, 40, 50. It's so silent, so pleasant to drive it. Good. Now, let's talk a little bit about the kids on the street. No, joking. Let's talk a little bit about the suspensions. Now, the suspensions are fine. As long as you go over small to medium bumps, they feel great. I mean, they feel quite decent. But when you go over big bumps, then you hear a little bit stiffer. There are like independent McPherson on the front, and on the rear Torsion Bar, so they are not independent. But overall, as you drive along, if you drive in the countries like Germany, like Switzerland, countries where the roads are good, then you will like it a lot. But if you drive in the countries like, I don't know, Romania, where you have a lot of holes and bumps, most of the time it's fine. But when you go over big bumps, then you feel a little bit stiffer. But overall, it's decent. It's quite good. For the city, at least, it's quite fine. Now we can test one more time here over this bump. So I let you hear a little bit. This is a big one. And that was fine. That was totally fine. If you go faster, then you hear a little bit. You feel a little bit stiffer. If you go slower, it's quite fine. What I like the most is the comfort on the seats, the visibility, the easiness of driving this car with the steering wheel very light. I like the battery and it has also a pretty nice design. It's a cute, attractive car. We have a little bit of traffic now. We go in the city. We still have 70% battery, 198 kilometer range. Thank you very much. Where is it? Oh yes, very nice placement of this button here as well. I think it's really good where they place it, because you can reach every single button very easy, every single setting extremely easy. And I like it. I like that I sit high, I have good visibility. I feel like I see everything what is around me. And it's also pretty quick if you need to go in. It's quite fine. We should go out here. Okay, guys. Now I have to wait for these guys to pass. This is how it works here in the roundabout. So even if you are on the first lane, or I mean second lane, if you want to go out, you have to wait for the guys on the first lane. Even though they go around, you have to wait for them and then you go in. Yeah, that was again fine. So I mean, over those bumps around here, it's fine. If they're not bigger than that, they're quite fine. Finally they fixed this area here. Last night was broke. I think in the morning they fix it, and you have to always go on the other lane. Now if you need a little bit of power, you press the acceleration and it goes quite nice. I think on the mountains, on a twisty road, will be also quite fine and quite pleasant to drive. And right now I release the acceleration and the car is just recuperating the energy back into the battery. So right now you see I wish I used the brake, so I wish to be a little bit, just a little bit stronger. The recuperation, not too much, but just slightly stronger. Otherwise, nice acceleration. Now release, and look at this. If you anticipate well the traffic, it's just perfect. Recuperate all that energy back into the battery. We didn't have too much traffic, and sadly I cannot show you the consumption numbers because the car didn't show me, but I hope with a future upgrade they will show that, because they should add that. Anyway, let's go and park. I want to show you also where. Look at this. Wow, it's so agile. On this curve it's always a little bit tricky, but with this car, because it's agile, it's light to drive, you can go in so easy. Because of the wind, this is falling down. And look at this, someone hit this. You see, because it has the same color as the ground, it happened that many people hit those traffic signs. Because if you look in the mirror, in the camera here, if you don't have the camera pretty clear, you don't see it. But this camera, it's quite clear and you can see it pretty well. Plus you have those lines that help you guide your park. Press the park, electronic handbrake, and that's it. That was the trip, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get some useful information. As an overall feedback, I could say it's a pleasant car, very pleasant, very light, very easy to drive, and it's nice. I think many people will appreciate this car, in special if you drive in the city. It's exactly what you want. Driving in the city, easy to go around, easy to park, easy to quick to go in, and so on. It's exactly what you need. So also it's doing great on the highway. That was a surprise for me, but that was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get some useful information from here. Thank you very much to all of you that watching my video. I really appreciate that. So thank you, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That will mean a lot for me. That will help me a lot creating more content like that. So yeah, I would really appreciate that. Anyway, if you have question, ask me down below, whatever question you have. Thank you very much to all of you, and we see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.